What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to start a new series called Limitless. So get ready, because this is a good one. Have you ever seen one of those movies or one of those TV shows that tries to depict what high school and middle school can be like? They're not really realistic. And what I mean is, what we see on TV and what we see in the movie theater isn't exactly how our lives have been panning out so far. And we tend to believe that those things are what's supposed to happen, and we're just not doing the right things. The truth is that high school and middle school are filled with these things called labels. And the reality is, no matter where we are, no matter where we're going to go, no matter what we do, we will be labeled as something, whether that's good or bad. And if we're not careful, the labels that are given to us or the labels that we give ourselves will keep us from going places, will keep us from doing things with other people, and they'll keep us from being with other people that we would be with otherwise. And the truth is that these labels create limits within ourselves and around us of who we can be with, who we can hang out with, what we can do, and where we can go. And this idea of labels creating limits has been around ever since people have been around. Moses, who was a Hebrew born into this kind of Egyptian world, he was born during a lot of tension between the Egyptians and the Hebrews. In fact, Hebrew was one of the worst labels that you could have at that time for those people. But a Hebrew mom, Moses' mom, had a baby boy and really desperately wanted to keep him alive. And so we know the story. Moses' mom puts Moses in a basket and sends him on the water. He wants him to get out of there. He wants to get out of that place. She wants to keep him alive. And so she sends him away. And actually, Pharaoh's daughter finds Moses in a basket and keeps him. And in about 10 seconds, Moses goes from this low-life Hebrew in the eyes of the Egyptian people to one of them. He goes from nobody to somebody, just all in a matter of minutes. And see, Moses might have been limited by the label that he was given, the label that he was born with. But God wasn't going to let that happen. And God isn't limited by labels. And Moses' ability to live beyond his label changes his future. And the same thing can affect our future too. The truth is, a lot of us feel like Moses. We feel like we're limited by our labels. We feel like we can't do things, we can't hang out with certain people, we can't go certain places because of who we are. But the truth is that you're not limited by your label, just like Moses wasn't limited by his label. Just like Moses wasn't limited by his label. With God, the possibilities of your life are limitless. So as you reflect on that with God in your life, the possibilities are limitless. With that in mind, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about what God could do in your life if you just thought for a moment that the possibilities are limitless, that I don't have to live with this certain label, that I don't have to live this way. And the truth is, you will always be labeled. The truth is that I still get labeled to this day. But we don't have to live within those labels. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you here next week for the second session, and I hope you guys have a great week. See you next week.